and welcome to the next edition of Learning Factory Developer Diaries. My name is Georgie, and today I will show you what we have been up to during the past month. Here I have a rather modest factory selling some yarn balls and cloth to cats. But, of course, our cats are asking for more advanced stuff and we need to diversify, and for that we need to conduct some researches and research for new machinery. And this is not happening at the moment, although I do have a scientific cluster ready for my scientific breakthroughs, but all these labs are empty except for this one lab, which also is sort of new building that we have in the game. It's called Dr. Cat's office. Finally, our chief scientific officer has his own workspace to reside and dictate his iron will to Codavod engineers. But for the moment he's sleeping because no research is being conducted. In the previous versions of the game, one would have to go to a science lab, press this green button and hire a researcher to the lab. But now it's become a little bit more complicated and interesting as well. What we have to do is go to the monument, and as soon as you unlock science labs on your research tree, two tabs become available to you. One of them is Tavern, where you hire all your researchers to your factory. They all have their own procedurally generated looks and biographies. Some of them have perks, some of them don't have perks. But most importantly, each of them has a certain amount of points in all 5 major research areas. We will get to this mechanics shortly, but for now, let's just hire a researcher. And if you don't like the researchers that you see on the screen for some reason, you can always spend some 50 coins and press next candidates and see another set of researchers available for you. And you can do that as many times as you want, provided that you have enough money. Let's hire Ross from Canada, who used to have been a fast food consumer. Very nice background. And yeah, Roly Poly, why not? Some of these scientists are actually named after the developers or some of the players who are participating in our community contest. Once you have all your researchers at place, you can go to dormitory, where you can see the current status of your researchers. As you can see, Dr. Katz is in a lab and the other researchers are just sitting there, so you have to assign them. Also, you can, of course, expand dormitory to hire some more researchers, etc., etc. For now, let's assign researchers to our labs. So go here, press this button, and there you go. All our researchers are in place, and it's time to select a research project for them, because right now they're all sleeping. Once again, I would like to draw your attention to this set of skills. Each scientist has a certain amount of points in each of research fields, and when you're selecting a research, you will see that each of them has a certain complexity level in one or more research fields. For example, vertical cable here requires 5 points in both science and logistics fields. If some of your scientists are not qualified for a research, for example, Ross here does not have enough logistics points for this vertical cable thing, so by default he will not participate in this project unless you click this checkbox over here, which allows involving incompetent scientists in active research as well, which will result in research going a little bit faster, because there is more brain power, but it also will be more expensive because some of your researchers are just not good enough at it. But if you have enough money, no reason not to go there. Another thing that I would like to draw your attention to is research queue. Now you don't have to select each research project one by one. Instead, You can select your end goal, for example, again, vertical cable, and just press this button, create research queue, and there you go. Also, you can put a research on hold. For example, if you want to accumulate some more money and involve some more researchers in the project, in this case, you can put a research on pause and then unpause it, pressing the very same button. We hope that researchers will become more fun for you now. Worst case scenario, if you don't have anything else to do, you can just go to tavern and press next candidates infinitely and look at those gorgeous kittens, credits for which goes to our artist Sergey from Siberia. Another idea for you if you run out of things to do is this new mechanics called Dr. Cat's requests. These are little small tasks that are being given to you randomly, and it's totally optional for you to participate in them or not, but they give you some reward and they might give you some ideas on what you can do next. Switching to another factory for more art news. Some more buildings got animated since the last edition of our developer diaries, one of them being Ropemaker, which you can see in the right part of the screen, working tirelessly day and night, making ropes out of yarn balls. Also, fish makers are animated as well. As is our lovely fishing pier. This all brings you lots of juicy fish, but both fishing pier and fish maker are kind of far away down on the research tree. So if you need some fish before you get to those buildings, you can fish by hand or, more precisely, by the means of teleportation. Because when it's the future on Mars, you get to teleport robotic fish from the ocean right into your backpack. Finally, perhaps the most exciting piece of news for today. Learning Factory has been named a winner of STEM Your Game Challenge conducted by Games for Change, non-profit organization. As part of this challenge, we're going to make a special educational version of Learning Factory, which will be tailored for using at schools and for everyone, in educational purposes. We will co-design it with educators and teachers from the US and Europe, and we will bring you more news about it shortly. So, lots of exciting things are awaiting us this summer. Please don't be a stranger. Please keep in touch. Write a comment, send us an email, join our Discord server. Don't be a stranger. We're everywhere and we're always happy to chat. Until next time, my name is Georgie, and this is Learning Factory Developer Diaries. We'll see each other in a month. Bye bye.